Hi guys, I figured the proper thing to do is if you're going to make videos, you're going to talk to people. I'd say talk to them every day, you know. So I'm just talking to you every day. You get people out there doing all kinds of stupid things on the internet there to try to be funny. Hang on, I'm doing stupid things here right now. The camera's tilting over a little bit. But yeah, people are doing stupid things every day on the internet, trying to make entertainment and it's fun stuff and get the clicks and get the subscriptions and get the likes and get the and I don't really give a crap about that. uh, if I'm going to talk to you about something, I want it to be something important, something that is real, you know. um, if in fact we have been lied to uh, all of our lives, and I believe we have been in so many ways. We're conned into doing things, like money is fiat currency. It doesn't. The only reason money has any value is because we're told it has value. We're told it has value. It's just like paper, or plastic, or coins, or we get a credit card or a debit card, or you can take your phone to the thing, just or scan your phone over that thing, and it's paid for. Like what really is going on in this world? I think we're moving up to the point of, well, they're going to want you to have, well, you know what? You could have a little QR code on your hand now or on your forehead. And instead of ever pulling out your wallet or anything, you just walk by and you look at the thing. It sees your QR code, or you hold your hand up. You got a little QR code on there, and you just walk out the store. It goes beep, and out you go. Green light, and out you go. And you can pick up anything you want in the store. Pretty much, won't even have to scan it pretty soon. It'll recognize it. Like you know, bought a $12 watch at Walmart. Oh man, it rings when you go out the door. There's some little chip in it that makes it ring every time it goes out the door. Like it's, excuse me. Oh, it's been a long day, a long few days. Well, we better make the best of our days in the summertime, because in the wintertime we got no. It's garbage. It's cold. Unless you just enjoy outside sports, nothing much to do in the winter. But I don't know if I'd like to. I used to spend lots of winters in Florida, and the first few times I went out there, you show up there after beating the highway for 3 days, and all of a sudden you come out of this big, we had to shovel for days to get out of the place, to get out of Canada, to get your trailer and everything hooked up. 3 days later, you're sitting on these palm trees, under these palm trees, and or fishing in the ocean or in the canals, or intercoastal. Um, it just it shocks you at first when you first show up there, and it's like you think, well, I need a piece of this. I gotta be here. I was just dying under that snowbank up there, and I had no life. It's like you wasted half your life under a snowbank. Wake up, you fool! Get out there. Go down there. But after you've been down there a number of times, and if you're not working, you're not doing anything, you're sitting around on these beaches, um, you get tired of it. You get bored with it. But the problem is, people go down there the first time, they think, I gotta get some of this, I gotta get it, I gotta move here, I gotta buy something. I call that Florida fever, where you're thinking stupid. It's like a miracle just happened, pow, and you're there, and you never seen this before, where winter just turned to summer, and just bang, a few days, and you're on the nicest beaches you can imagine, and you're fishing at night in canals, and there's no bugs. Like it's just it shocks you. It's but I believe that, you know, where we're going, I believe we're going into, you know, like according to the Bible, we're going to go into a new a city. Like Jesus said, he says, I go to prepare a place for you. And I believe that they have built, that God has built a huge city. He calls the New Jerusalem. He's going to call it the New Jerusalem, apparently. And I believe it's like 1,400 miles square. So can you imagine 1,400 miles square? That and 12 foundations, 12 levels of paradise on each one. You could go to any place you wanted to, any kind of climate you wanted, and everything would be free and to your desire, to whatever kind of place you wanted to live in, you could live in it. It would just be made directly for you, you know. And that's, you know, that sounds just too amazing. But if there was no need for money and food was plentiful, anything you wanted would be there for you. Like it said, fresh bread from unseen ovens, you know, and cakes and anything of your desire that you wanted would be there. And everybody would be peaceful, friendly, happy, healthy, young, not sick, no sickness, no pain. And we fight this world to try to survive, and we're in pain, so much pain. They say no pain, no gain. Well, I'm sorry, but I try to stay away from pain, you know. And when you are staying away from pain, you go out and work and you hurt yourself, so you get more pain. You hit your finger with the hammer, you got more pain, you know. It's just, but it's just a learning experience, and where does time come from? Where does it go to? And now, you know, like they come out with this Mandela effect. They call it a Mandela effect, where somebody believed that Nelson Mandela was, they seen it at a funeral, you know, that he was killed or something, and then some people believe he was running the country, and you know, and so many different things. Like if you type in, I mean, well, look, Home Depot used to be always Home Depot, not the Home Depot. Tony the Tiger apparently always had a blue nose, even in the old black and white commercials. Now, the nose is blue. You know, just so many things that the Bearstein Bears, things have changed. Go on the internet and type in a Corvette station wagon or a Mustang station wagon. I've never seen anything like that in my life, and there it is. Anyway, I'm going to cut you loose there. I just figured I'd touch base with people. You should be talking. You should be, you know, if you're going to make videos, as far as I'm concerned, you should do it on a, like you're talking to your friend every day. You know, like you pick up the phone and talk to them, but you're just listening to me. You can make comments. I mean, yeah, and if you want to subscribe, that's fine. And I put a link to Myron Golden's book in there. It's a 1999 book. And I affiliated with that one thing. If you want to order that book, I make a little commission on that. But other than that, you know, like I'm just here to chat, to kind of be a friend to somebody to listen to all the time on the internet. Not to goof around, you know, like if everything's goofy. You know, I see people on there with, they're making videos and they're making all kinds of stupid things. They want clicks, they want subscriptions and money. Okay, I gotta go. My dog's gone crazy. Are you crazy? Yeah. Your mama home? Yeah. Go check. Okay, talk to you later.